Now before we start this video, let me just ask you, what does this make you feel like? Are you somehow attracted to those objects, those are balloons? Do you feel something? Well, today we're gonna go and look at a person that is actually attracted to stuff like this. So, let's not waste any time and let's see who is attracted to balloons. Okay, so this is 62 years old Julian, and can you guess by this screenshot what he's attracted to? Well, you surely guessed it, he clearly is addicted to collecting war memorabilia. For example, this specific box that was definitely used in war, I don't see nothing different in this picture. Okay, but let's get serious. He is actually addicted to balloons. If you completely miss it, you can see his room is filled with every single balloon. But also later in the video, this is crucial thing inside here, as you can see it here. This is going to be something that's going to completely change the view of Julius over here, because this is his biggest secret, and I believe I have actually uncovered it, and it's something Julius wants nobody to know. So definitely remember this, we're gonna come back to this. But other than that, this is like a normal room of person who likes balloons. I guess the guy from the movie Up, he probably have room like this as well when he was only 62 years old. So let's continue.
They're beautiful, they're soft, smooth, delicate.
Oh, this is a good looking balloon. Now I'm not attracted to balloon, but you have to give it to him. This one, this looks nice. He already knows how to work the angles, how to work the light in order to make it look beautiful. Like, this is not a rookie balloon lover. This is very advanced balloon lover. If you are using specific lighting, this is some real good stuff over here. I think we can actually learn. Now, this is very interesting because Julius is gonna actually give us inside his head what he's actually thinking about those balloons. Does he take them like a real human beings, or does he know that they are only balloons? So let's see what Julius has to say about this.
Intellectually, I know that balloons are not alive, but sometimes I wonder if it's my love for them that brings them to life.
And you may be thinking also, well, what does his family think about this addiction? Well, let's actually hear from his nephew.
My first reaction was, wow, balloons, that's kind of strange.
And by the way, this is very unfair. You can clearly see that this person over here has full buckets. He has buckets filled with balloons, which is kind of unfair. If I found women attractive, but I have buckets filled with women's skin, I'm considered weird and you want to go and call police on me. But he can have his balloon. I mean, how is this world even fair? Truly badass, truly badass. But let's be serious, this is actually very interesting because sometimes you can see those people with strange addictions. They have strange addictions to specific things. For example, specific balloon that represents something. For example, when they were in hospital, when the first child was born, or something like that. But you can see this addiction is on complete another level because he has so many of them, which are just completely random balloons, store-bought balloons. They have nothing special about them. This is very interesting about Julius over here and his addiction. So let's actually see how far can Julius go with his addiction, because this is very interesting.
Julius has been addicted to balloons for...
And you can see, there is no shame in using pump when you are attracted to someone. And let's just say you have some problems already, you know, with age. So you have to use specific pump in order to, you know what? So we can clearly learn from Julius even on this side. We can go and apply it on our human relationship. This is very powerful. We have to keep watching this. So Julius's whole addiction started when he was only 5 years old. He was always curious about shapes and colors, and it somehow grew into balloons. And now he has over 50,000 balloons inside his household, and he physically cannot go sleep if he is not surrounded by a bunch of balloons. And I know what you are saying, well, what balloons? There are so many balloons. What balloons does Julius like? So let him actually explain it to us.
I love all balloons, but I do have my favorites. I like the crystal clear, the transparent. You know, it's like a soap bubble.
Oh, this one is good. He has some nice balloons. I have to give it to him. Bro, after watching this video, maybe I'm gonna be attracted to balloons. I don't know. He is making some compelling cases. This does look like a big soap bubble. It is a very beautiful balloon. I have to give it to him.
You know, you can see through it. I've got the long ones, the round ones, but my favorite is the spherical ones.
Oh, spherical ones. Okay, but I have actually never seen him having like what I call modern balloon. You can see it always, like, for example, there's a festival or something. You have those like Spider-Man balloons or balloons in different shape. Or maybe he can go and use those balloons. You can go and make animals. Or maybe if you're attracted to balloons, this is like completely wrong from them. Now you're gonna go to another person who's also attracted to balloons, and you're gonna see a bunch of like balloon animals. You're gonna be like, oh my god, this guy is a real freak. He's doing with balloon animals. Maybe it's frontal. Maybe he can go and literally build wife out of balloons. Nothing is of chance over here. But I don't know. Spherical balloons, personally, I don't know. I just don't feel it. I want to go and see different shapes and stuff like that. For example, this. Can we consider this glove a balloon? Because technically it is. And you can, for example, go hold hand with your balloon. You can go and play around with the balloon. You can do a lot of different stuff with this balloon, let's be honest. But is it actually considered? Because it has some specific case. And I don't know if Julius over here would actually like this, technically, what is balloon as well. So let's see what Julius liked. But before that, Julius, I hate to do this, but you made me really mad. What is this cable management over here? Can we just talk about it for a second? You know? That's why you like balloons? Because they don't talk about stuff like this, disgusting stuff like this. This is not cable management of a good balloon lover. Thumbs down for this. Definitely thumbs down for this. So Roy, okay, we have nothing against your balloons. We are happy that you are happy. But this needs to stop. So let's ask Julius, why does he like spherical balloons?
Why? I don't know. I guess it's like a guy that prefers blondes or brunettes, you know?
I don't think that's like that at all. But it's good to have some preference. Which is a funny thing because I've actually never seen a black balloon inside his house so far. Which just kind of leaving it out there. Nothing against him, but I personally haven't seen a single black balloon so far. Just saying. Observation. Some observation. Just saying that's some kind of observation I've made. But maybe I'm wrong. I would be happily wrong. I don't want to go and say anything about Julius. So if you have seen some black balloons, definitely write it to me. Because I hope I am wrong actually.
Julius is so addicted,
Now, you see, this is kind of awkward because there is a certain activity you want to go and do when you are placing a beach towel over your bed, let's say. You don't want to go and make it, for example, wet in some way. So I don't know why Julius needs to do it right now. I have a suspicion, but I don't want to suggest anything, okay? This maybe it's a coincidence. Well, let's continue.
he even has an entire room dedicated to balloons.
Okay. Stop it right now. Okay, I give him the benefit of the doubt, or however you say it. But this, you cannot go have a literal beach towel or whatever this is on your bed, and directly above you is a big balloon that looks like a nipple. This balloon does have a nipple over it, and he's literally laying like this and looking on this giant nipple over here with a beach towel. Now, I don't want to say anything because, well, YouTube doesn't like it. But I just want to make some observations inside here, which is a very big coincidence in my opinion. I think I know what's going on here, man. But now let him actually go and explain his logic of choosing a color of balloon, because this is something very, very interesting. And I think he doesn't discriminate against colorful balloons. Definitely not.
I have magenta, purple, yellow, blue, red, and clear. And wherever I have a white one, I don't have many white ones, but I try to put the white ones in there, like there's a white one over there.
I don't know, don't you consider, for example, this a white balloon? Because I think he thinks this is transparent, and he's suggesting that this one is white. But I would also consider those transparent to be white, because they are. I just see them as white, I don't know. But they do look like a soap bubble, I have to give it to you. The more I'm looking at it, like I'm starting to literally get it why he's attracted to balloons. I have to literally say that.
And then I got some orange and yellow and green. I try.
Yo, I would be so scared sleeping like this because if one's gonna pop, I would be so scared. I hate the sound of it. Could you imagine you're just sleeping, there's complete silence everywhere, and right then pop, the balloon went off. Oh, that would be horrible, horrible.
Try to alternate it to keep all the colors, of the rainbow in there.
So he probably likes color of rainbow, so that seems legit. But actually, look at this inside here. Julius over here, he has something different. This is not your specific balloon. This is some kind of, I don't know, balloon chair, balloon like a bed. This is very interesting. Julius, what are you hiding from us? Put inside it behind your bed. Well.
One of my favorite balloons is the weather balloon.
The big nipple balloon.
It's very delicate and soft.
Look, like you can already see it. This is the touch of a professional, okay? This is not like kid when you went so bad you just smacked it. This is gentle. This is with love, This is touching with love.
Delicate and soft and smooth. It's probably one of the softest balloons I've got. For me, it's the bigger the better. Of course, I can't.
Oh, so he likes size. Okay. I don't judge. It's up to you.
Get, an 8-foot balloon in this room, so I settle for the 5-foot.
So he's dreaming about bigger and bigger balloons, okay?
A weather balloon. I guess you can say it's more to love.
More to love, okay.
I sleep in my balloon room every night.
Oh. And you may be asking yourself, well, Julius, why are you sleeping with balloons? So Julius, please explain.
When I wake up in the morning, it's like being in balloon heaven.
Oh, this is actually disgusting. Look at this. Ah, it looks like a belly button over here. Once somebody tells you this, you cannot go and unsee it. I hope he's not gonna touch it because Now let's ask Julius, what is it all about? Like, does he love the color? Does he love the shape? What is it that he likes about the balloons? Because so far you may be asking yourself, well, he's just a normal guy who likes his balloons, right?
My love for balloons, it's also a sexual love.
Okay, this is pretty hefty scene over here with one of his favorite balloons. Oh my god, it's the balloon we like so much. I like so much. I hope he's treating that balloon with the respect it deserves, okay? But he seems to be very, very gentle balloon lover. Do you think there's actually like kind of OnlyFans or stuff like this for balloon lovers? Because I think I could actually go and do it. Like you can go, create it. We have another stuff. We can, for example, have gloves and stuff like that. We can have balloons of all shapes. We can go and build animals. Well, no, that's probably weird. But I think that's actually doable. You can go and make OnlyFans of balloons. So if you're watching this, here it is. You're not only getting entertainment, you are also getting very good business ideas. So definitely subscribe if you want more.
When I see a beautiful...
Ooh, and now this is good looking balloon. I'm starting to get it, and look how happy he is. It makes him really happy. I wish to every viewer you're gonna find somebody in your life that's gonna make you as happy as balloons make Julius happy, because this is the love.
Balloon, my heart starts to flutter and I get aroused. I'll take a 12-inch and I'll inflate it to 11-inch.
He's taking 12-inch. I was just shocked for a second. But it's actually also a good example for you, viewers, that size doesn't matter that much. You can see this humble man who should be having 12-inch, but some of you may not be as gifted from nature to have 12-inch balloon. Well, you can see it right from Julius. 11-inch is just fine. So don't worry, everything's gonna be fine.
That way it can take a lot of abuse. I'm holding one.
Yeah, they literally went for all of those angles. They already know what it is. Maybe they actually brought some professional adult filmmaker to make all of those scenes, because they are pretty good, I would say. Pretty interesting. I wouldn't say good necessarily. Interesting is the better word, I believe.
Hugging it, I'll kiss it, and it's like being in heaven. I mean, don't you like to hug and kiss a woman that you love?
Yes, I would say we do. But actually, I don't know. People always go and say, oh, this is so weird. I don't actually find it that weird. Like, he's not hurting anybody, okay? It's a little bit weird, but I think like he's still functional human being and like just, I don't know, it seems normal. Not normal, but it seems like not that harmful, I would say. Okay, so there is literally an official category. Looner is a nickname for people with sexual fetish for balloons. So this is very interesting. So they are official. So if you're looking to make your OnlyFans account, you can go and incorporate it like Looner inside your name, so people know what you are in it, and you can see that there are more people like this. So if you want to go and make money, please be my guest. And you can also link it maybe go send us. Maybe we're gonna go and review it in some next videos.
There's lots of people out there that feel the same way as I do about.
Oh no, don't do this. This is horrible. Think about it. It's literally like a belly button. That's disgusting. Now I want to go and let Julius over here explain us everything about Looners, because there are actually two groups of Looners, so that you don't make content for wrong people. So Julius, please explain this to us.
Do about balloons, but there's two groups of the Looner group. You got the poppers, get aroused by popping balloons.
Oh my god, it's again belly button thing. No, please, no, don't touch it.
And you got your non-poppers.
But now I know what you're asking. What category does Julius belongs to?
I'm a non-popper.
Aha! And I think this is a mistake, because when I want to go back to beginning of our video, I actually have a suspicion. Do you see this? I actually think those are like noise cancelling headphones, because he hates the sound of popping balloons. He said he hates the sound, but maybe he doesn't hate the feeling. And that's why he has this on his military nightstand, because I think this is actually a very good theory. And maybe he is secretly a popper as well. I guess we'll never truly know what Julius is really up to. So let's continue. But let's go completely back for a second and let's see how Julius's addiction to balloons started, because it started when he was not 5, but only 4 years old in hospital. So Julius, please explain to us.
My mother come to visit one time and she gave me a real nice blue balloon. But that night...
this is not the one balloon. I guess this is not the one balloon. I don't actually think the balloon can last that long. Can balloon actually last over 40 years? I don't know. I'm gonna go and put it up on screen probably. But it's gonna be sad if not. It's gonna be sad.
The nurse grabbed it and I heard the balloon pop. So after she left, I just cried myself to sleep.
Yo, he cried. That's actually kind of sad. Imagine you really liked a woman, okay? And she would just like pop out of nowhere. That would be kind of sad, wouldn't it? But at the same time, imagine Julius over here. He, for example, goes into a new opening store and there's like this balloon arc over the doors. Do you know how excited Julius must be? It's literally like for us. If there would be an arch of naked women and you would be just looking at it like, oh, where am I? This is how he has to feel about balloons. Man, that's a life.
Since then, the sound...
Oh, look how cute he is over here, man. I have another business idea for you. Do you know how there's Tinder and stuff like that? What about building an app for people like Julius over here, when you can go and give all of your fetishes, as they call it, and people can go and connect it. So, for example, you can go and connect with another Looners over here. I mean, with picture like this, come on, let's be honest. Julius over here, he would be getting all the swipe rights. But that's actually kind of good idea for an app. So just be on the lookout, because somebody gonna make it once and we all gonna regret that we haven't done it first.
The sound of a balloon popping devastates Julius.
Okay, but now let's talk about something interesting, because always when you have someone with strange addiction, there's a big difference. There are people that keep it only at their house and there are people who take it everywhere. So let's see in which category does Julius belongs to.
He even rescues balloons he believes to be in danger.
I'll go to car dealerships and do what I call a balloon rescue.
I don't think so. It sounds very good. He's stealing balloons, let's be honest, okay? You cannot just call it rescue and make it like, well, sounds all good, okay? It's like me going to a bank And basically, I'm not stealing money from the vault. I'm just rescuing the money from bank, so it's not stealing at all. You cannot say that. Bro, could you imagine you are living in the same neighborhood as this guy? You are making, like, for example, birthday party for your 4-year-old, and then this guy drives along and steal all the balloons you have there. Come on.
When they set them out early in the morning, they're really beautiful. And as the sun bakes on them, they get really dull.
Can you just take them though, can you? There's definitely, like, for some person on a part-time job who doesn't like it and he has to go and put up those balloons manually one by one, and you just go and steal it, so they have to go and do it once again. I don't know. I don't like this side of Julius. I don't. I have to be honest.
Misshapen. I feel, like I give him a second chance at life.
Do you though? Do you, Julius, or is it everything different? Because it's not like when you catch an animal and you're gonna go and release it into wildness, okay? No, he's actually going to go, take them, put him inside his bedroom so that they are looking at him while he's sleeping. On a beach towel. So I don't know if this is the rescue we want to go and hear, okay?
But Julius doesn't share his extreme love for balloons with many people.
Yo, this is unbelievable. There is literally a balloon set there. Do you know how many balloons there? But you can see he's going for the most basic balloon. He's just old school guy. He doesn't like all the new flashy stuff. He's old school balloon lover, He just likes his shape, his spheres, his transparent spheres. It's just who he is.
In love for balloons with many people.
The only people that know him is my family. My wife thinks it's strange.
So hear that. He does have a wife. I mean, it's definitely better to cheat on your wife with balloon than a real person, I guess. But could you imagine he actually will go back from house and his wife is like, have you cheated on me again? And he's gonna be like,
no, I haven't. Why would you say that?
I got you. You cannot go and escape this, can you?
But she accepted.
Oh, Julius's wife refused to participate in filmmaking. Well, it's very sad. But we can actually go and hear from his nephew, who, funnily enough, is a consultant for strange addiction, I guess.
The fact that he feels like he has to keep it a secret definitely points.
Yo, this just looks creepy, man. Julius, come on, this just looks creepy. You cannot go and hang balloons on your doors and just waiting for people. It looks like you're waiting for little children. Come on. That's how good you cannot go and put balloons like this. Very, very strange. Very, very strange.
That there is a problem.
But here is finally the explanation of Julius. What does he think about balloons? Is it actually bad? Does he know that it's weird maybe? Let's hear from him.
I see nothing wrong with loving balloons. It's not hurting anybody. It's not dangerous. And I have no desire to change.
Today he's...
You can see he has no desire to change. This is not very good, but I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, it's not that expensive, right? He is not hurting anyone. And it's kind of just a little weird, I guess. But he does have a wife, so he seems to be a perfectly functional human being, I guess.
His nephew, who's also an addiction counselor, wants...
And get this, now he's gonna go and talk to his nephew, who is addiction counselor. And I gotta go and share one of my theories at the end of this video, because I have a very big suspicion that this is all fake. So now his nephew basically wanna go and talk to his uncle and go and suggest him to go and see a psychologist. So let's see how that will go, because we've already heard that Julius doesn't want to change.
I've heard through the family a little talk about your balloons.
I mean, come on, he's doing it from when he was 4 years old. Like, look at this guy, How old would you guess he is? He's like over 30 probably. Like, if you haven't noticed it by now, you are a weird family. He's literally over 50,000 balloons at his house, okay? This is nothing new. So let's not pretend like, oh my god, this is so sad. He's longer with balloons than he's with his real wife, okay? So don't even pretend that this is something new, something crazy you haven't known about.
At your balloon room.
So what kind of questions do you have?
What do you get out of your balloons emotionally?
When I inflate them, it seems like they come to life for me.
Really?
You can see they come to life for him. That's actually interesting, but once again, why doesn't he have like shapes of balloons? But I have a good news for you, because one of my next video is going to be about a guy who is a loner, but he specifically collects balloons in some shapes, inflatables. It's going to be awesome. So definitely subscribe, because this is going to be complete opposite to Julius over here.
Yeah.
I heard that there was some physical attachment to these balloons.
But the next question is gonna be definitely uncomfortable, because let's be honest, you don't want to go and ask this to your uncle, okay? It's just some question you are just like, you haven't even thought you're gonna ask this, not even your uncle, but any human being, before watching this video. So let's actually hear it.
I heard that there was some physical attachment to these balloons, maybe sexually.
There's sexual overtones to it.
Really?
Yeah.
He is not even hiding it at that point. He's all out. He's living for over 62 years. He just want to go and have this burden on his shoulders. He wants to come out as a proud balloon lover.
What is it that gives you that sense? Is it a smell or a feel?
It's all of it. It's all of it. It's the feel, the smell,
The looks?
the looks, and I don't want to go any further into that.
It's the whole package. But he seems to be pretty open about it, I guess.
Okay. You ever think that maybe there's something wrong?
Nope.
You know,
No.
nothing.
Absolutely not. So let's see what his nephew actually thinks about his uncle's strange addictions.
Keep things hidden, especially something like this. There's obviously a problem.
I don't think he's actually hiding it. Like, obviously he doesn't want to go and probably put all of them outside because they can pop. But he's rescuing them literally from outside. So I don't think he's hiding it that much. I cannot imagine he will go to that room and deflate every single balloon when, for example, some visit come to your house. I just cannot see it like that. So I don't know, like, where they are getting this from.
Think you'll ever give it up?
Nope.
No.
No.
I mean, he was doing it for 40 years. For now, what are you expecting? He's gonna be, yeah, I'm too old for this. I'm just gonna go and end it. Like, come on. He's doing it for over 40 years. He's doing it longer than you are actually alive, okay? A little boy.
Definite no.
Definite no. Hell, I've been doing it too long.
So now it's gonna go into like weird, boring question like this.
Do you spend a lot of time and energy during the day with them?
No.
Or?
It is, at the end of the day, it's balloon. Come on, what have you been expecting? Like, he does seem to have also real life outside of balloons. But he has also one very interesting question that I'm actually very curious about.
Do they ever go bad or anything?
Oh,
like that?
yeah, if I don't take care of them.
Okay, so he has to go and take care of them. That's pretty awesome. Maybe he has some over 10-year-old balloons. Maybe his balloons that are older than me. Maybe older than his nephew. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, I'll be showing you.
Okay.
And I've got some that's over 40 years old.
Oh,
Really?
You heard it. He has some that are over 40 years old. That's literally older than me. That's crazy. But I guess good for him. Good for him. He seemed to have a long relationship also with his balloons, which is kind of a good sign. I think like he is definitely a keeper. Let's put it this way.
Yeah.
Wow. Does it cost a lot of money doing this?
No, probably not.
No, I don't think so. There's people that spend more money buying guns.
That's a weird comparison, but I would say he's actually right, probably. I don't know about that, but he's probably right. But it's also way less money than having a second wife, or for example, some outside lover, or some stuff like that. Okay, so maybe his wife is actually happy that he's with his balloons and he's not cheating with her with another human being. But he's just like playing with his 25-cent balloons. Who knows? Who knows?
Have you ever thought about going and talking to somebody about it?
I don't have a problem.
He doesn't have a problem. He just likes balloons.
Right.
So why be concerned? Everybody's trying to make me think like I got a problem. I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm on your side. I don't think he has a problem. Just don't steal them from outside, please. You can go and buy them. I don't have a problem with that. But you're not hurting anyone, I guess. And lastly, he's gonna go and try it and ask him this question.
Would you be willing to go and talk to somebody?
Okay.
How did he agree to this? This is outrageous. Like, his literal storyline was that he is fine, he doesn't need to see anybody, and he knows what he's doing. And then he just agreed to go and see psychologists? Come on.
I've seen a psychologist before.
But here comes the twisted story we haven't seen coming, because Julius over here already went to a psychologist, and here is what they said to him.
And about the only thing he said to me is, well, you're not hurting anybody, so why worry about it? I see nothing wrong with loving balloons, and I'm going to continue.
Oh, he is smoking the balloon over here. He is going inside of the balloon. I like it. And he also likes to probably tie out those balloons. I guess he likes it probably a rustle with his balloons. But look, there is something inside here I found. There is a black balloon. So this story is finally complete. He's definitely not against any color of balloons. And he's not hurting anybody. This came full circle. Now I'm actually satisfied. Not in the weird way, in normal way, okay?
Continue to love balloons because that's what makes me happy.
But here's the theory. I actually think that this nephew, this is all a big setup. Because come on, it's kind of weird to have nephew that's strange addiction counselor. What did he say he was? Let me go and check it out.
An addiction counselor.
He's addiction counselor. You wanna go and tell me there is that you have strange addiction to balloons, and your nephew, who is in age that you would start looking for your new clients, like you just came off school and you are looking for new clients. Maybe this whole setup, maybe he's not even addicted to balloons. Maybe this was all set up to go and shine on his nephew as addiction counselor, so he can go and get all those people who are concerned about their lunar family members to go to visit him. Maybe, because it's very interesting. Or maybe his nephew just saw it for many years that his uncle is having problems, and he decided he's gonna go and dedicate his life to go and helping those people with strange addiction, and became addiction counselor. Well, there are definitely many possibilities. But this is everything from me today. If you wanna go and see more strange addiction, subscribe, and I will see you next time.